always powered by coffee each and every time. Welcome to Psycho's Platters. I know it's been a little while. This is not a broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually a contest entry for a very awesome channel. He's been out there for 2 years. We're talking about Sam St. John. That's right. Sam St. John, who happens to have over 600 plus subscribers in his 2-year, roughly anniversary period. He's having himself a contest, which is good until about, I think it was January 2nd of 2023, if I remember correctly. So he wants in your contest entry, so he's got 5 questions. That's what he's got, 5 questions for you to answer. So question number 1, show one of your favorite box sets. Now, this one here, 2 of them I'm going to show, okay? Because these are the only got. I'm kind of one of those poor guys in the VC. I don't have a lot. I can't afford box sets that much. This one here, though, was a contest prize I won a few years back from the Moody Blues. That's right. Timeless Flight. It's a wonderful 4 CD box set, basically expanding on from 1967 to 2013. You have a lot of good treasures in here. Of course, going back from the Nights in White Satin period and all the way to, it shows a track from basically the last Moody Blues album, which was a Christmas album from 2003 called December. You get a little bit of everything in here. You got stuff that was never released on CD before. You've got some nice 70s live gems, some unreleased studio, very fun, very compact. This is what we got, Moody Blues Timeless Flight. My other one I'll show you while I'm at it is the More Monstrosity Kiss box set. That's right. Very nice. Just so much stuff in here on the Kiss one. Got the nice big thick book. I managed to keep the merchandise catalog from '02. You've got multiple CDs in this one. So basically, like I said, Moody Blues is my entry, but Kiss is the extra added little just because I can. Nice collectible set. It's also very enjoyable. All right, question number 2, show an autograph. Now, I'm going to say something. I'm not bragging or anything. I'm not. Psycho doesn't brag around here. But I've met a lot of interesting musicians since the late 80s, okay? And as far as for collecting autographs and such, I really only started doing that maybe since the late 90s, all right? Because usually the concerts are my memorable experiences, okay? We didn't have no cell phones to go off and record concerts and things like that. Now you do, and, to each his own, right? But meeting the musicians, that was always something extra special to me, that, even though, they put on their pants and, the same way as the rest of us, and, everybody's got this, but they exceed in one special talent over a majority of people, and that's the creating of music. So I go back to the last greatest that I went to go see in March of 2020. And so we're talking about literally March 8th, 2020, George's Majestic Lounge in Fayetteville, Arkansas. We are talking about the 70s prog rock band Nectar, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who Nectar is, go scrounge around through YouTube. They have been around since 1969. You still have 3 original members of this outfit, and they still put out really good stuff. This is the 12-inch single of Skywrite, which I got signed by everybody in that band that night. It's a fantastic single off of that album in 2020. I'll even throw in here, if I got time here, I'll show you an added bonus. Thanks, Tom. I'm just doing a contest entry. I'll be back on air in a little bit here. So it's got a nice, interesting marbled rye texture on a custom label of the Nectar Man. Yeah, I said the Nectar Man. That's been their mascot since the early 70s anyway. Remember the future, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the future. All right, so that was Show an Autograph. Question 3, show an album that you only played once. And you know what? There's a handful of those in my collection. Not many, though. Not many do I have only have ever played once. But this one here, these next two are Kiss related, so bear with me. So this one here, he has been known at times to be the 5th member of Kiss. This is debatable, but from January 1979 on Casablanca Records, Sean Delaney's Highway. Now, Sean Delaney, he was pretty much around 1973, maybe early 74. Him and manager Bill Aucoin were pretty much like this, and Sean pretty much helped to co-write some of the songs in 76 to 78 for Kiss's group and solo stuff. He also was a choreographer for them. He would go off and do all kinds of other things. He would. I think one of the things was this was kind of a contractual album from behind the scenes, at least with Casablanca. Okay, the album is so-so. I'm not gonna lie about that. I think most of it's in the category. There's one or two that are all right. Here's the front. Here's the back. On here, though, you do get some interesting special guests, and you could pick up and listen to this album on YouTube if you want to figure it out. First, I should say it says it's dedicated to, I'm going to pronounce this right, G-U-I, which would be Bill Aucoin, okay? Gene, Paul, Ace, and Peter. Now, you've got on here, of course, Sean goes off and sings lead, background, and he also does guitar work. But you also have Alan Schwartzberg. Alan Schwartzberg was a studio drummer in the 70s that was known for tackling some of the posthumous Hendrix releases when they were trying to do the cash cow years, if you get my drift. He drummed on the Kisses song I from The Elder. So he's on that too. And he was all over the place too in the 70s and early 80s. Also, you got Elliot Randall, another excellent guitar player, along with Jeff Skunk Baxter. Can't talk today. Jeff Skunk Baxter, former Steely Dan, Doobie Brother, insert whatever. And speaking of, though, Skunk's back in action, has themselves a new album too. And last but not least, you got, of course, here on keyboards, Paul Schaefer. Yes, from, Blues Brothers Band, David Letterman. You have a lot of people on this album, but it just really couldn't save it very much. I'll tell you that right now. That's question 3. Question 4, show a still sealed LP. Now, I have to apologize. I was trying to be very cool. I actually had, up until about a couple weeks ago, a still sealed 1967 album from Dwayne Eddy. That's right, on reprise, nevertheless. It was a cutout at one point. They used to do brass, rivets, brass rivets in the cutouts at times. And this had a brass rivet in it. But I sold that one to an interested party. So we're going with one of the other ones, because after that, I don't have any still sealed till like the late 70s. And from 1980, did say that this was going to be Kiss related. Kiss Unmasked. Yeah. Kiss Unmasked is a Kiss pop album. It is not one of the best albums Kiss ever put out. But saying that, what you pretty much have here, of course, is Gene, Paul, and Ace. Okay. Along with, oh boy, my head hurt. Anton Fig is on the drums. Peter is nowhere on this thing. But it is still sealed. It even has the 7th. Oh boy, June of 80. It says on this Kmart tag 750. Oh boy. So this is 42 years still sealed. It does feel a little heavy, so I'm assuming that the original poster that comes with this, which pretty much the poster just looks like this scene pretty much here, that is your still sealed. Yes, David, an old Kmart tag. I have stuff, let's see, Kmart tags, Corvettes, Robert Hall Village. I've got all kinds of, even some old school down here, Walmart tags too. So lastly, and as everybody knows, the mighty Psyko, you know this is coming here. Album seen of of a band you saw live. My writing's atrocious. So, who's Psycho's favorite band? Anyone? Yeah, that's right. The Monkees. Now, I thought I'd show this example since I don't think I've shown this one. This is from the Friday Music Links Volume 2 compilation that came out in one of the record store days in 2021. All right. I saw the Monkees twice. You're talking here 1996, which was the Davy Mickey Peter show. And that one I thought was highly enjoyable. That was in the Rockford Metro Center in Rockford, Illinois, followed by flash forward to 2013. Rest in peace. Davy was already gone, but you had Mickey, Peter, and Mike over in Tulsa at the Brady Theater. So I got to see them twice. They didn't disappoint. It was beautiful. It was good time music. Everybody walked away happy, and it's some of those few concerts that I was singing along at a respectable level, and I knew 99% of the words of all the tunes, and I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed being there. That probably these concerts here, along with that Nectar concert, and even seeing Ringo in 2017. Probably are my best, most favoritist concerts I ever been to. So, you know what? I know I went a little lengthy on here, Sam, but and everybody here. So I kind of hope everybody enjoys the video. I am going to be putting in the links on how you too can enter. That's right, you too can enter Sam St. John's 2nd year anniversary contest. Have some fun with this, guys, like I did. And you know what, guys? In a little while, I will be going live. We're talking here Sunday, the 11th of December. We will be going live in a little bit. So please have patience with me, but I wanted to do this for Sam. So always powered by coffee each and every time. Everybody take care. And thank you, Sam, for having this contest.